Okay, let's see. I've got my new, let me get into the camera now. You can't really see them, eh? They're my pens. I've been doing a little painting. What I want to say right now is I'm a bit selfish. I'm a selfish dude. I'm a selfish dude because 9 years ago, when I was a selfish dude back then, but didn't really put my selfishness to any really good use, well, not counting the good work that I did, irregardless, I came to the time that I'm a selfish dude now. I'm working for the fact, okay, of seeing the truth in things to another world. This is what the soccer actually looks like. The center of the field of soccer looks like this. It shows side to side, team to team. Again, that's part of Uranus. Another part of Uranus, okay, comes to this, is the question. Are we playing with 4 suits or 5 suits? What is the suit O? Who's at bats? Alpha, beta. Who's in which suit? You crisscross what suit? And you get this in the center. Or we make a new suit. And the suit that we make is the lost suit. It's called the 4-leaf clover. And it's made with 2 hearts. 1 heart above and 1 heart below. It seems like your shoulders are the same as your hips. You get the diamond in the center. But where's the spade? Let's just wrap the spade up in the whole thing, right? Right? Where should we wrap? Should I make it like this? Or do I make it wrap this way? Okay? And in wrapping, we crisscross, making the X. Over here, we get the 2 different eyes. And we've got 2 tails from 2 different men upside down, the same way when you play cards. Just because I did it a little bit different, it doesn't mean it actually is different. There are 4 suits, and every suit is a reflection of its own self upside down. Okay? Card equals 26. The short count for queen equals 26. Bear equals 26. Z equals 26. Is there anything else in a letter sound regarding and not looking like the N equaling to 26, in which if you take a look at the N, there's a stirrup on it? Have you ever seen the Z like this? Well, if it becomes the N, it automatically becomes this. So we question what it is. Since it goes through the bar, we mark a bar inside of it. I'm a selfish guy because I'm painting my house. I've been working on a project for 9 years that I must finish. I'm bipolar, which says I have a lot of information. What are you? I'm bipolar. Okay, you have a lot of information. That's correct. What is this information? Okay, it can be anything stupid. First, it was just the size of a passage. When I wrapped it around and you take a look on 3D, take a look at this 3D, how it shades out. There's 3 areas in this. It's like a grip. It's the same thing in my head. I have a grip, sickness. Grip in French means a cold. I need, I want, and what will I give up, and what will I have, and will it last forever? If I stay selfish the way I am, then I'll be alone forever painting and fixing, or will I? Do I go out enough? Am I selfish only for myself? Do I take and not give? What is the selfish question that I am of who I am? But we're going to go back to something else. Okay, regardless, we're going to hold up this book like this. Raphael, okay, is 61. 61 times 3. 613, the laws of Moses. 248 one way, which is time and space. 365 the other way is the communication. The Holy Ghost is the communication. With who are you speaking? You have set up the Holy Ghost in your own computer system. You'll work with the Holy Ghost up wherever he is, computerized, transmitting between you and him. When the transmission cuts, you leave this world, you go back to the other world, you become who the Holy Ghost was you. A reflection and someone to be able to go into the system to help you, the Holy Ghost. It is part of the IT system that we are put into. We all run ourselves. We run ourselves to hell. Raphael, 183, plus Raphael 6, 1, and 3 is 193, okay, which becomes, where am I over here? There's 183, yes, 193, okay, becomes I, okay, I am of Saturn. I have 3 worlds of 39, 13, 13, and 13, and 1 and 3 is the AC power. When I turn it upside down, I become into the E world of 6 and 1, the creation of the one spirit light. That's what you have to do. So I flip it back the other way, okay? And Raphael is 61, plus 34 is 95. Electronic I robotic. 14 is N, E-I-N, Einstein. We're all brains. That's all we are. We're all brains. The pathway between 6, 1, and 3 from 183, okay, the 7 and 3 is 193. This is part of the Nibiru count. When you see 183, which is 3 times this figure, adding on this figure at the end, 34, you get 217. 21 is the cube to the gateway. 17 is the queen. 1771, you want to go to the T part, par T, par 3, and you're playing a 9-hole. You have to bring the games together. Okay? At the same time, we have 34. We have 95. We have 34, 90, 34, sorry, we have 61, we have 95. It becomes 102. Now, I don't know where it became 102 here. Yes, 3 by 34 is 102 plus 7 equals to 109. This is H-I, H-I-J. I am an EA. Yeah, whatever that might mean. I am a 4-battery angel. Why? Because the jack sideways will turn into a 4. Okay? The H will be an I. And the I will be a question I'm asking you, what would it be? If I made it in a capital I, the I would be the H would be the I, and that would be the crown on the J angel. Why? Because J is Jack, the circle is the circle of life you live in, 2 and 4. You put the center, you come out 2 and 4. You're inside 1 and 5, A and E. Which brings us to, now that I said this is 109, now that I brought this from 193 and 109 and 193, is 202. Is that not correct? 209, 200, it's 302. 302 would become 362, and I'm not going to discuss it. I wasn't ready for it. Raphael, the H, okay? If you want to mark down the H as a word, the H in English or in French, it's ash. So you would say the arches, angel resident, chaise, the chair for the resident angel that comes within man's mind. When we show P, as in PH, PH is right over here, PH, okay? It's AP-H. What does it say? It says Apache of the lower world. Raz, or which race of the Apache? Because the S can be a C. Inside the word Raphael at the ends, when you add A, it's 1. When you add E, it's 5. L is 3. A, E, C. Okay? Could this be part of the candy? This says Ace in its own. So it says Ace Apache. Race, Ace Apache. Okay? Sia, say, I have. GH, the gateway. Has. What does that mean in Spanish? The gateway to HI. Because it's one letter HI. Because if you get the pathway to H, then you got I. It's automatic. There's either you do or you don't. Okay? So then we have Raphael, which now says the party. The heaven eye robotic jack. The in-plug inside our minds in order to work down here. It says... one other thing it says, I'm trying to look what it is. So he is the Apache, he is the chair, he is the arches. Raphael is it seems like to be everything. And 34 in his short count is 7. It's also representative of Earth and Mars, and also at the same time becomes the connection with the moon. This is the light, this is your connection with the moon. This is JFK, this is Barack Obama. Barack Obama, B-I-N-G-O. B-B-B-I-N-G-O, King I-O. Now they came out with a new game, K-I-N-Z-O, Big deal, Z. Z and turn it sideways. If you're looking at the world another way, it's a different story. So you can see that Raphael and Messer talked about how strong Raphael really was, and it shows it in these numbers over here. Okay. Is there anything else? Yes, the other thing I wanted to show you is I went to play golf today. In fact, I played probably my best par 3 ever, and I had this on my club, 13, but it's an I. So I decided to take it as an I instead of 13. It was 9 and 3 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 13, 1 and 3 is 4, will now create 3 when a 9 is brought to it. Let me look back. Another thing, fancy way to create an 8, and it ends up to be a bowling pin. It also has a tail. The reason I'm assuming that one side of the heart and the other side of the heart is different because how can I show you, because it's closed over here more than over here where the V is. It shows a smaller end on one end of the heart. So Raphael is very strong. And I'm not sure what this is yet, but this is part of setting up numbers. You see the 2 crisscrosses over here, and then this part over here. I don't know what it is yet. I'm still working on it. But again, anything that you have to do is 18 plus 2 is 20. That is the Mayan calendar. 18 plus 2. They had 18 days, okay, plus 2. The only reason they had that is because of Saturday and Sunday. There were no weekends with the Mayans. We become the weekend. We are the 2 beta, okay? We have to link with 2 sides. We are the weekend. Raphael, another thing I wanted to say, very often you are allowed to express either in English or French, especially when you see a D or a T, because the French and the English, when they say 10, they say 10 in French, which is a D. We're always misinterpreting D from T. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm a selfish guy. I want to paint. I want to save the world. I want to learn and share, but at the same time, everybody tells me, but you need a life. Yes. But if I do not fulfill in this work world my life, then I have no life. Okay? For me, do you want to know if I'm working? Do I have a job? This is my job. Regardless if I do anything out of here, this is a job. I don't watch any TV, so if I don't watch 20 hours of TV, I put 20 hours here. If I don't watch football, if I don't do stupid things that I don't have to do, or do I do the minimum and have more fun than I actually do at work? Because this is not, I didn't even start this yet. I got 2 paintings on the wall that are probably worth $2,000 each if I really want to go out and sell, and I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in pinpointing certain things, getting certain things done that I started to do before anything else, and then in the face of others, I become not fair. Why am I not fair? Because I pick and choose the time that I want to leave the premises. If I don't want to leave, I don't go. I'm really never forced out. But I still do go, and I see myself go. But who sees what you do for what you understand of what you do? You may say, hey, I'm going this time. And they may say, took a lot to get him out this time. He should be out a little bit more. It's not fair. Under which balance do we have to live? And the question is why? What is the exchange that we have? Some of us go to Africa to be doctors to kids when we should be home with our own. But somehow your life just got expanded and put out to an area. So you must restructure. So I must restructure. But still, if you all know me, I'm doing 5 videos a day, and I'm only doing 1. Well, right now, a few more. So I was looking at Mitsubishi today, and I like that stand. See the stand in there for the Mitsubishi? It's like holding out the flags. Raphael, 7286. The constellation of Pegasus. Do you remember that thing I did in April? 188 days, 94 days, 47 days. You remember that thing? Or 40, 40, 44, 44, 44 days? Well, we're coming up to those 44 days in the next week. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.